Well, Adriana, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this testimonial with us, and thanks for showing up here today. It's been about 3 months since you started. Why don't you start out with what were things like 3 months ago for you with stairs and walking and bending and all that?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. So 3 months ago, I had slipped on some ice and had dislocated my knee, which rendered me completely unable to really do very much at all. I was able to walk, but my knee would keep dislocating, and so it was a big problem. And my other knee just has been historically really painful. We still don't know the source. I've had x-rays done and all that. They haven't found any kind of arthritis or anything like that. So basically my life has been really struggling going up and down steps. I have to go one at a time, either going up or down. But I'm
Yeah,
happy to say 3 months later, I can actually not only go upstairs, but it's pain free, which is in itself is a miracle. So for
yeah.
both knees. And that's only because I finally got it together and started doing the knee treatment twice a day. For some reason, it took a while just to get in the groove, but I'm so grateful that I have, because this machine is, or these machines combined, are really a miracle to me. And of course, all of your great help and guidance and all of your staff as well. But simple things like even just going for a walk, I wasn't able to go very far. And, I try to stay very active. So it was a big crush to my daily life. And so now, I'm finally getting my life back and very, very grateful.
That's fantastic. And you alluded or kind of gave away some of the secrets. And I love just pulling the curtain back and sharing a little bit. So you said about these treatments, these home treatments. You're talking about the infrared light that you strap around the knee,
Correct.
and then the rebuilder that you have the straps that, and you're applying that. Let me ask you this. How often do you apply it and how long does it take?
So after a little bit of an initial adjustment, I know that we were guided with do everything at once, but for some reason it was just too much, too many wires and all this stuff in the way. So I said, you know what? I'm sitting here. I work from home, thankfully.
Yeah.
So during my break times, I literally strap up, setting it up because I have it all laid out, and now it's in a
Yeah.
good position where I literally just grab and go. It takes maybe 3 minutes.
Okay.
I get the straps damp for that one particular machine, and then put those on, get the nodes hooked up. And so that'll be one treatment that I do. And it's, it has the timer that shuts off at
Yeah.
20 minutes. And then after that, I take that off and then I put the infrared heat on top of that. Now, that's usually the order. Now, sometimes for whatever reason, I'll switch it up. But those combined have cured, it's just amazing to me. I still can't believe how successful this treatment is.
That's
So,
fantastic.
mhm.
And the great thing about it, at least with your program, is you actually own the equipment and now you know how to use it. So going forward, I think a good doctor, like a good dentist, should do his very best to put himself out of a job. So with that equipment at home and your know-how about the diet, which I'm going to segue to, is probably going to lead you to maybe eventually like once or twice yearly checkups. And I mean, unless there's a fall or something, God forbid, but
Right.
more like the dentist where you just come in, get a little tune up. All of these help. But let me segue over to the diet. Let's just be honest, it wasn't the easiest thing.
No, and the struggle is almost every day. I'm in a
Yeah.
very high stress situation.
Yeah.
So I have a tendency, just years worth of habit, to do stress eating.
You're
So I'd
not
be
alone.
great with the shake. I'll be doing great with the shake with everything, and then all of a sudden night hits and I'm like an animal for sweets. And so over time, I've now learned to switch out, I'll have like pineapple slices instead of, something terribly decadent with too much sugar or things like that. Now I'm not
Good.
perfect,
Yeah.
but I'm certainly, dairy was not an issue at all because I
Good.
rarely ever had it. It was a little bit in my coffee, but I've successfully switched to oat milk, which I actually prefer somehow. And
Wow.
then, and I've tried almond milk. I'm not as keen on that, but I do make a smoothie with
Good.
spinach, put nuts and olive oil and all this great, these shake scoops and
Oh
all this stuff.
my. You're
Um,
turning into quite the healthy
yeah,
person.
and I'm delighted to say, and you know that I do have a history with the thyroid thing, so the weight is not coming off nearly as fast as I
Wow.
would have loved. But I've lost, I think as of today, I believe it's 13 or
Good.
14
Good.
pounds, which again, I got a very, very slow start. But now that I've been able to achieve that, I'm just really excited to hit, because right now, I'm just shy of hitting that 100 plus mark. And so I'm in the
Wow.
200s right now, and
Wow.
I'm just a few pounds away. So I know it's very possible. So it's going to be completely downhill after that. So I'm very excited.
I'm super excited for you as well. And I was just
Thank,
taking notes off the screen. I have some other recommendations for you to make
okay,
life a little easier for you. Last thing, if you don't mind, somebody
sure.
who's watching this has been told you're bone on bone, you need a knee replacement, or nothing else is going to fix this. Just get injections. And so maybe they're skeptical. Maybe they've seen an ad and they're like, nah, I don't know if it's really going to work out. Talk to the person who's a skeptic. What would you say to that person about our program?
Um, that's such a great question. I would say that I was one of those people that, I'm very interested in holistic, alternative practices with medicine. So already from the beginning, I was open-minded,
Yeah.
but a true believer, not yet. I was in so much pain, as you might recall, just babying
Mhm.
every tiny bit of exercise. I really struggled. And I did feel, when I mentioned earlier about going up the steps, it felt like bone on bone. And I've talked with friends who've had knee surgeries, and they just describe just a nightmare. And I thought, if there's one way that I can try before going under the knife,
Right.
almost like this is my last shot, basically.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I can do, it's worth it to try it, because I'm worth it, right? And it's just
Mhm.
like,
Please.
it's really listening to your body, which, unfortunately we're conditioned to not really listen so much. It's just,
Yeah.
here, take this pill or do this surgery or cut this up, whatever. But for me, it's been a combination of a lot, with this great program that has really helped me see it really is a miracle. And I've told so many of my friends about it. No one can believe it. A couple with knee injuries, and a couple of, their interest is peaked. Unfortunately, they live out of state, but I'm like, you have to try
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I know you do the equipment because the funny thing is, right in your background, I can see one of the boxes that contain one of the tools that we use. And off the screen, I'm going to show you how to cut your knee therapy in half.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
share that secret with you so the time will go twice
Okay.
as fast. I'm going to share with you some more strategies so that you don't need us as much, if not ever
Okay.
again, unless there's a trauma.
Oh,
Uh,
I'll have to come back just to see you all.
yeah.
It's been so great.
Yeah, well, we love having you in here, and it's awesome. I wish we could just zoom our thumbs right on through
Yes.
that camera and have you not have to travel in. But hey, it's good for you to get out anyway. You got those big monitors back there. You got all kinds of
Yes. My work world. By
stress
the way, I
going
did, I
on.
did, I did forget to mention, I drive 2 hours. That's how
Mhm.
much I believe.
Wow, that says a lot right there. And I tell you what, for your friends out of state, I still want to help them. So have them contact us.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's too far to travel, I'm gonna do whatever I can to find a like-minded practitioner in a
Thank
different
you
state
so
so you can
much.
get your friends helped out too.
That would be awesome.
Awesome. Well, hold tight. I'm gonna just hit
Okay.
the not take it off record, and then we'll go off camera, and I'll show you how to hook up your equipment and do it even quicker. Okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.